Hey guys, we've got news for Global on February 3rd, and this week to join me for the relatively minor news is YinToYang. So you want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm YinToYang. I'm uh, basically been a full-time player from the start, and some of you may know me as one of the shortlisted winners from the unit design contest.
You know, I didn't even realize that. Which one did you send in?
Mine was Brooke, the blue-haired girl for the tank category, who was on the Facebook comments got a lot of domino comments.
Oh, did they? That's super cool
Yeah.
though. I didn't even realize that. So awesome. But okay, so this week we don't have any kind of new unit banner, no real new event. So for the most part, it's kind of a dead week. It is literally going to be just the second part, or the second week of Clash of Wills and Item World. But Item World is being completely overhauled for Global. This is awesome. We've been asking for this for like a year, it feels like, because JP did the Item World update a long time ago, and Global apparently delayed it. We didn't skip it. But it's finally here, and it's even better than the JP server, which is great. So this is kind of like a double-edged sword for me, where on the one hand, I'm super glad that they made it even better. On the other hand, I'm still even so a little sore that it took them like an extra year to do this. So what do you think, Yen? Is it worth the wait before we get into the changes, or is it should this have come like a year ago?
Definitely think this should have came sooner, but I'm just happy the update is here at all because these are some really great abilities we could put onto our weapons, and these are universal, right?
Yes, these can all go on any weapon. You can get multiple. Assuming I'm understanding it correctly, you can get multiple of these on the same weapon, and these can also stack with the weapon's unique rare. Now, those are still going to be unique to the weapon. So, just like as an example, for an extreme perfect roll, you could get on your gun the 40% natural gun rare. Then you could also get 30% attack power here, and then 20% attack power is a new modifier they're adding. So that could get like, what is that? 40 plus 20 plus 30 is 90% attack power. Now get that on Black Sparky, that's 140% attack power on one weapon, which is bonkers. That's
Which
awesome.
is which is going to make gearing for Clash of Wills Sky a whole lot easier too,
Oh yeah.
or
And
more
then we
room
had
for
some
killers.
And then some new unique mods. These aren't even on the JP server. Reduced MP by 10%, which is something I probably wouldn't pick that on almost anything because you can get like up to 50% from single pieces other slots. But still, it's fine. 2 LB per turn. I do really like that a lot. Honestly, I'm like my perfect idea of like a support weapon to now would be like Zahn's STMR for the fill rate and the evasion and the dual wield, then getting the second fill rate for the dagger, getting 2 LB per turn from this, and then the last slot, maybe even MP reduction, because like support units don't really need like HP and all that almost ever. So yeah, like my perfect Zahn dagger would be like the dagger rare, 2 LB per turn, and 10% mana reduction for like mana drain fights. This is super cool that they're adding a bunch of these unique rares, and then the classic rares that JP had like a year ago, like I mentioned. JP has these, and these have always been in the or for a year they've been in the general pool, and Global's now adding them: 30 attack and magic, HP 20, and defense 20, and then HP and spirit 20%.
Definitely helps with a lot more variety given what some weapons could be, because we got swords like Cecil's STMR, which is more
Absolutely.
spirit weapon than an actual attack weapon, so the unique rare of the sword doesn't really help that often.
Mm-hmm.
So this definitely gives you a lot more bang for your buck when running the item world.
And things like guns for Louise or Physalis, etc. Magical guns or all these weapon types that are not the normal type for that weapon, like magical spears in the future for Dark Rain, stuff like that. these new enchantments are going to be wonderful. Now, the best thing, though, the best thing for me who has like OCD, they're removing all these stupid, weird numbers. 1%, 3%, 7%, and 12% are just gone. You will never ever see them again as an offering.
Oh, I just noticed that now, so that actually makes me happy too, because I got the same OCD problem.
I'm
Because it drives you insane when you only have that 1% missing. It's like 399% out of 400 stats.
exactly. And they're adding into the general pool 20% to single stats just across the board. So yeah, like I mentioned before, you can stack all these. So like something for like a crazy weapon would be something like the Midnight Star, which is a flail, the 40% HP rare modifier, and then getting like 20% and then 20% again. So that's like what 120% HP on like Lilith's TMR. Stuff like that is going to be awesome if you can get those good rolls. Now, most people are going to be running all their inventory all over again, myself included. So it's going to take a long time to re-roll all your weapons. Hopefully, you've been stocking up on your red potions to refill orbs.
I think I've actually used up quite a few of mine trying to get those perfect rolls before, but now it's like, oh, I'll figure it all out. I'll figure out my priority list.
And then the special item this month is, this seems to be pretty common. It's like low quality, I would say, because the spirit on it is so low. The rare modifier is 50 spirit and 5% HP or MP per turn. A little bit of resistances. I think it's all resist, which is nice. I guess it's actually kind of nice for all resist now that I think about it.
And it's like a nice little general top off to help.
Yeah, because I actually do toss on like Ulrich's Kukri or Nyx's Dagger for like that resist and the resist in the weapon slot. I just realized it had 10%. I kind of completely overlooked this when I first glanced at this. I just saw, oh, low spirit, ignore. But actually, this is kind of cool because it does give all resist. I can see myself using this because of the resistance on a unit that can't wear daggers and can't wear Nyx's Dagger. This could be a really good option.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's still like beginner friendly.
And then the other thing we will mention about Item World is we're going to scroll all the way down here. It's not directly announced in the news, but if you compare, they also removed levels 1 through 3 on the auto buffing. So you're going to see less of the worthless auto buffing. In my opinion, even up to level 5 of these are still just not good. They're still worthless modifiers. But at the very least, there's less of them now because levels 1 through 3 have been purged. So that's nice.
Oh, absolutely. It's less crap to worry about.
And then I usually don't talk about like bundles and these like weird banners, but there's like nothing else in the news to talk about, so we're going to discuss them. So next week, the banner of the week is not new units, it's just a general pool banner. But if you do pull on it, you're going to get 2 of these tickets that can be traded for 50 unit shards all the way up to the Tyvis banner. And the premiums are not nerfed in quantity. So even premiums are getting the full 50 value per ticket. Up to the Tyvis banner, permanent units only. And you get a red pearl, and you get some guaranteed Neos as well. It costs 26k for the whole lap. You can only do it one time. I personally will probably be skipping this just because like the only big premium I really want right now is Tyvis. And I don't really want to spend 26k going for Tyvis' shards because like he's not that big a deal. He's honestly, in my opinion, more important for his STMR, and this will not help with that. This will just give him higher EX levels. So what about you? Are you planning to go for this? You're gonna pass? What's your thoughts on it?
It's definitely a good banner with some of the rewards on it and 5 guaranteed Neos, but I myself equally am gonna pass on it. I'm saving up for Xenogreers when it hopefully happens this month.
Yeah, like if I personally was still short on Sephiroth shards, I'd probably go for it. Tifa, Auron, and Tyvis, and Yuna and Aerith are the other premiums. They're all like really good in their own way, absolutely strong, can definitely see use. But for me, like Sephiroth has that special place in my heart. So for him, I would do the 26k. But I've already got him EX3, so I don't have to.
And Yuna is mine, and even though I'm still short of getting her EX3, I will just shard her when I get the chance.
Oh, yep. And this is a bundle that is currently available right now, and it's going to be running for the next 2 weeks. So you can make your decision on it later if you want to. This is the Paws of Prosperity bundle, and it's got some random stuff in it. The only thing that it really has in it that we should care about is the Paws of Prosperity. These are an accessory that gives some flat stats, or some base stats, I should call them, not flat stats, because these do scale of like true double hand and stuff. So base stats. It's relatively low, 28 only, and then 48 defense and spirit. It gives 40% defense and spirit passive. The really cool thing, though, is this is an auto-cast. It fills 100% fill rate. This is the auto-cast. It gives, I think it's like 28 HP, 50 MP, and 5 LB at the start of the turn on every turn. This is like Call of the Wild or the Dragon's Paintbrush that goes off and fills your LB gauge at the start of your turn, but this keeps casting every single turn the entire fight. It is not just a one-time thing. And then it gives you an active effect with no cooldown at all. You can spam this, once a turn. It fills AoE LB gauge by 3 crystals for the party. It cures the entire party of breaks, and it gives you break immunity for 3 turns for the whole party. So this is an overall pretty strong item. It does cost 5,000 lapis, though. It came out today, we saw the price, so it's 5,000. And then on top of that, you get 10 Rainbow EX tickets. I was actually bamboozled a little bit by this when I read the news. I read this as 10 of those 1/10 Neovision tickets, so in other words, a guaranteed Neo pull. And then I bought this bundle thinking that, and then it turns out these were actually rainbow tickets. Now, it does show these in the image, so it's my fault for not reading it closely. I'm not like blaming Gumi for that, but I was like caught off guard because I bought this. I went to the 1/10 summon, like, let me get me a Neo, and like, I don't have any. What? And then I realized, oh, it's rainbow tickets. But still, I bought it anyway because I really like this. So how about you, Yin? Are you passing on this one, or are you going for it? What are your thoughts here?
How much? It's 5,000 lapis?
It's 5,000. It is pretty expensive for basically one piece of gear. Like, it is definitely high priced.
Yeah, I don't think I'm probably going to get it. I don't have that much lapis myself. I'm close to 30,000, but I still need to keep saving up for the upcoming banners. And potentially whatever our next Clash of Wills unit will be.
Mm-hmm. And to talk about that, we're going to look at the February monthly Bulletin preview. So there's 2 things to notice here. First of all, there's the Clash of Wills preview, which is the boss is a machine and a stone, and it's weak to lightning. So what does that make you think of, Yin?
Kind of makes me think of Esther and the Exterminator.
Mm-hmm. That is what it is seeming like. Machine and stone, weak to lightning, and then water and light are being recycled from the current month. And then consecutive lightning attacks will reduce its high defenses. Be warned, it will strengthen its HP once it basically gets stronger when it gets low health. And this I'm a little concerned about. Inflict the boss with disease to prevent a powerful attack, which sounds fine. Unfortunately, I really like using Kresnik. Lots of people like using Kresnik. I've already enhanced my Kresnik, and he auto-casts ailments. And if you remember from Mortuum, being unable to control when he applies it can really screw up the strategy. Because like on Mortuum, you wanted to do it on specific turns, and Kresnik's like, nah, bro, we're doing it every turn, whether you want to or not. And like if this, like just for example, let's say on turn 5, the boss does his ultimate attack, and you've got to disease him on turn 5 to stop that. But at this point, he's already immune to ailments because Kresnik applied diseases on turn 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, it can really ruin your day. So maybe they will adjust the boss to make that not a problem. So I hope so.
Yeah, I'm hoping as well, since Kresnik is definitely one of my MVPs as well, and I just got him to EX2.
Oh, did you? Did you get him to EX2 from the Clash of Wills shop, the drops, or did you get him like on a banner?
I got him EX2 from the Shard Dungeon.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that just ran pretty recently too. And then we can notice something that is missing from the news is Dark Vision's preview. And if you remember when we got the Trials of Mana Vision World, Dark Visions was left out of the monthly briefing as well because it was a collaboration. So this is like heavily hinting that because we're not getting Dark Visions in February, we're probably going to get something to replace Dark Visions in February. So what are you hoping for?
I'm definitely hoping for the Xenogears Vision World. But if I had to ask for something like global exclusive original Vision World, I'd love for maybe one either based around fundamental forces or the precursors lore.
That could be super cool if they did that. Yeah, they could take like all the previous like Clash of Wills bosses and the fan design bosses, stick them all in, and then have like the Great Destroyer or whatever is the big bad guy in the lore. Then he could be the final boss of that Vision World. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So Gumi, if you're listening, if you're not doing it this month, get to it soon, or maybe it is this month. So that would be epic. That would be super epic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for this month, this week's this news. Kind of a dead week. Nothing to spend your energy on. I hate when they do this. There is literally nothing to spend energy on. Like give us. Oh, I guess there is the blue tiger. You can still farm him for the next week as well. I guess there is like a Mog King running or a wave battle running. So there's something. Okay, I take that back. Still, I wish we had more stuff going on. So, to talk about the current Clash of Wills, just out of curiosity, and how have you been doing on Clash of Wills against the Nyan Beast?
I've actually been doing decently. I'm currently in about the 500s in rank, and I got everything to do like your strategies or some of the other strategies that have been posted about on YouTube, but my only issue ultimately is I lack the EX levels to do max bonuses.
Oh yeah, I'm not really a fan of the EX system, to be completely honest here. The way it locks you out for that, like, it feels artificial. Like you have the unit power, you have the gear, you have the units. They're just lower in EX levels, so you can't even attempt the higher modifiers. Like, I don't love that. I understand it. Like, it's obviously designed to promote sales. Like, they do got to make their money some kind of way. So like I get it, but it does feel really bad when you could get rank 1, but you just don't have like one EX level, and that is holding you back behind an entire tier. So you said you're about like rank 500. Do you remember what percentage modifiers you ran it on, and did you perfect score that percentage modifiers? Was it a 270, a 245, or a 215?
Was a 240 modifier, and I didn't max damage cap, and my chain broke halfway, so
Oh.
I didn't get the 100% damage chain, but I think I was somewhere between like a 74, 75 chain, and I think damage I was just a little under 20,000 in score.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, we do have 9 days remaining, and next week we do have the daily polls. I think from the paid 64. So there's hope. There's hope. Maybe you get some good off banners, help you out, get you some higher ranks, and get you to
One
rank
sky
1.
would be just one sky would be nice to get her to EX2.
Oh yeah, Sky has been MVP like literally ever since her banner came out. She was the second Clash of Wills unit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I totally regret not pulling on her when she came out day one.
Oh geez. I mean, I got to be straight up honest here. I skipped her banner as well, but I got her from like one of the weekly 10 polls or something. Like the next week, it was crazy luck, And then from there, I've run her in every single shard dungeon, and then every single fragment step up we've had since then, I spent on her until she got EX3. So hopefully,
I
hopefully, hopefully, you can get the same kind of luck with her.
hopefully, I think I got her my first copy when Maeve came out.
Oh, that's pretty recent.
So I've been was lucky enough that I did buy enough of her shards to EX1 her right away, but haven't had enough time to build her up in the shard dungeons.
Nice, nice. Hopefully, we get a shard dungeon come back. They actually ran the shard dungeon pretty close together, back to back, recently. Hopefully, we don't have to wait the full 3 months for the next one, but we
Fully.
don't. We don't know. But that's gonna be it for this week, guys. So, I mean, I have like nothing to make videos about next week, so maybe I'll do some like discussion videos, like I did for the STMR series, because there is just nothing to do in the game. I've already done like 14 Clash of Wills videos. That's kind of been exhausted at this point. Yeah, so we'll figure out something. Thanks again for joining me, Ian, for the news.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, see you guys next week. Later.
Ciao, everyone.